guys. Okay, so first off, apologies for the odd angle. We are busy moving furniture and this was the only place that I could sit you guys to do this video. So this is Chloe. Say hi. Can you say hi? Wow, what's that? Huh? Okay, so the purpose of this video is my eldest child, Ethan. Ethan's 11, he's only just turned 11. Now when Ethan was around about 3 years old, we noticed that his speech was delayed. And he was referred over to a speech therapist where we sat through many sessions and treatments and, tried our best to help him progress. But by the time he was 4, all he could do was make noises that sounded like words, but it was almost like he was saying them backwards rather than the way we would understand them. After that, he went through multiple different therapists and different sessions. During his school years, his primary school years, he has had speech therapists that have come to the school and aided him through his work. But we've never had a formal diagnosis. Now, we went through a lucid test which would see if he was dyslexic or not. We had that done. He came out moderately dyslexic, which was affecting his memory. Oh, it was a big yawn. Now his memory is lasting only seconds. From being at school, his teacher called me yesterday and told me that his attention span is very, very short. His memory to where he's learning something and it's disappearing, that's happening very quickly, and it's, his memory span's getting shorter and shorter by the week. Her concern at first was maybe he had ADHD because he was unable to sit still, he was unable to, focus on what he needed to focus on. But now it's been a couple of weeks since she thought maybe that was that. Now she's concerned that there's something more going on because, like I say, his memory span, his concentration span, it's all getting shorter. He's getting angry and frustrated quickly. He verbally lashes out. When he gets frustrated, he pulls his own hair, and he will fidget and he'll swap from one foot to another, and he doesn't like change. He doesn't like anything changing around him. He has a lack of understanding when it comes to certain situations. Emotionally, if I was to sit him down with a colouring book and colouring pens, he would sit there for hours and he would be completely enthralled by that activity. But anything else, he can't focus. It's very hard to explain unless you saw it in action. Now, today he had an appointment with our doctor and he has referred him to a paediatrician who will then refer him onto a sensory group or consultant or whatever that is, and they will get to the bottom of what it is. Now what I'm concerned about is I had a meeting with my health visitor who came to weigh her today, and I will add that in. She's 12 pounds she came in as today. You're gorgeous. So when she came, I discussed it with her. Now she comes often to see Chloe, and so she knows my other children too, so she knows Ethan. And having told her what the school have said and having, her seen what she's seen when she comes here, she thinks he has a sensory issue. She thinks possibly around the area of Aspergers. Now, I've never dealt with that myself, so I don't really know what to expect. So oh dear, oh dear. I went online and I did a bit of reading and I watched some informative videos. Now, when I look at the way Ethan acts, he goes in with the criteria of Aspergers or Aspergers. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. So we have to wait for him to get these appointments with the pediatrician and the sensory people. We'll call them that for the minute because I'm not quite sure what it all is. I don't think you want this, do you? So we're waiting on a formal diagnosis of finding out what exactly is going on. So hopefully by the end of June we will have had some kind of appointment or heard something back. But I'm just a bit, I'm not worried about him having something like that. I know Asperger's comes under the autism spectrum or something like that. So it's, I'm not worried about him having that. What I'm worried about is what I can do to help him. Because at the moment, because we have no formal diagnosis and we don't know exactly what's going on with him, I can't help him. And it is frustrating on my behalf. And I don't know if I'm making it worse or I'm helping him or I'm, it's a hard one. As a mum, I want to fix it. And when I can't fix it, it's frustrating and it upsets me. And I hate to see him struggle and I hate to see him cry and get upset. It's difficult. So, if any of you guys have got any information that you can give me, any advice that you can give me, and, if you've been through this process yourself, tell me your story. So that's just what I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's difficult when you know nothing about it. I've never known anybody that has had Asperger's. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I know a lady that lives a few doors down from me that her son has autism, and he's such a lovely little boy. And he doesn't look any different to anybody else, and I'm sure he isn't any different to anybody else. But you see, I'm worried about the stigma that's going to be attached to whatever Ethan has. Especially he'll be moving up to secondary school, high school, in months. So I don't know how to help him through that, and that really, really worries me that he's going to step in there and he's going to be bullied, or he's not going to be understood by his teachers, or he's not going to get the help that he needs. So yeah, if you have any advice to give me or want to, give me your story, it would really, really help at this moment. And I should go and get that. So yeah, I will end it there. And please, if you've got any advice, I could really, really use it. And I will update you guys when we get a diagnosis. And I'll let you know how he gets on through his appointments. Okay, say thank you guys. Thank you. Say bye.